the brain is injured, it eventually just gets fatigued, and we call it depression or anxiety or this heightened state of sympathetic fight or flight, or there's just this imbalance. And that's why I called it the journey of the injured brain, making the invisible injury visible.
Yeah, I love that.
Let's put visibility on this injury and make a difference.
Absolutely. So. Yeah. And where can we find this? Where can
it's
we
on
get
Amazon. Concussed, it's on Amazon. We have copies here.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Two Thumbs Up Show. I'm Lily and I have Dr. T here, Todd, and we're actually going to talk about his new book today called Concussed.
Yes. It's here. It's done.
It's here.
It's always a work in progress. So first edition, we will make changes as we find changes.
Yes. How long did it take for you to write this book?
I've been working on this for a couple years. I had a friend of mine, because I had a lot of the manuscript done, and honestly, Concussed has been a work in progress because of the practitioners that work for us and that are part of our program. That, Concussion Pros, we started 9 years ago, and so a lot of Concussed has come from the learning that we've all experienced through the Concussion Pros. Treating patients, seeing outcomes. And so really it's been a work in progress. And I finally okay, let's create something where it's this is a guide for the concussed patient.
Yeah.
It actually outlines my experience in the beginning with concussion and some of the results of that for myself. And it kind of just dives in there and it kind of outlines the whole thing. And it was, it was kind of a stretch for me to do something like this. I never realized, I never kind of thought I would.
Yeah.
But it was kind of a sort of a releasing experience for me, because I spent so much time in my life taking a look at myself and how I interacted with the world and how my brain.
Yeah.
And so I did all this interpersonal work and all these different things. Mm-hmm. And as I did this, it unfolded to me like, Todd, is it possible that some of the things you went through in your 20s and 30s was a direct result? And it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, yes. My brain was out of rhythm for years, and it took me down a path that turned out to be a beautiful, wonderful experience. Mm-hmm. But until I started writing this book, I'm like, oh, it's like this, I'm getting goosebumps. Like this puzzle of my life sort of went, oh, you did get hit by a bus when you're in Taiwan. Oh, you did have these concussive events through high school and into college. Mm. And I'm like, oh, that's why. Is it possible? I love possibilities, right? You know that.
Yes.
So is it possible that those brain injuries over a period of time created some of the results I experienced? And then, so I'm super passionate about this. I feel like this was written really kind of for me as an outlet, as an experience, but also my intention with it is to have the ears to hear what a concussed patient is saying, and shed some light on this whole experience called mild traumatic brain injury. What's interesting to me about this is we call it mild traumatic brain injury, but I wish we would get rid of the word mild. Mm-hmm. It's a traumatic brain injury.
Yeah.
And repeated traumatic brain injuries. And granted, there's significant brain injuries where there's bleeding and different things in the brain.
Yeah.
But repeated traumatic brain injuries, called concussions, have this global effect on how someone perceives their world. It's fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Super fascinating.
It's so fascinating, and it's also so beautiful. Like,
I love that.
Guys, the cover is so beautiful.
That's your brain being neuroplastic.
Yes. And how many pages is it? Let's look.
Oh, it's 180-ish or something like that.
No, I love it. I look forward to reading it myself. But I was going to ask you, like, what inspired you, what ignited you, but you
Well, what we do inspires me. I love it. It's I've said this before. Of all the things I've done with healthcare and this is the most exciting thing. I love it because I have passion about it. I see so many possibilities. We're getting great results with our concussion patients. I love being part of this vision, and the book Concussed is just another. It's because of what we do. That I'm like, okay, that's what's inspiring to me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously it's called Concussed, but we would recommend this to not just patients that are
for sure
concussed. But
Yeah.
why? Why would you?
Oftentimes, the concussed individual is living in the experience, and it's difficult for them to sometimes find a voice to describe it. And then there's family and loved ones and coaches that are outside of this experience, saying, "Oh, they can return to play," or "Hey," their mom's saying, "Hey, my son something's different." But so having outside perspectives is essential to listening to the concussed individual and assisting them in giving a language or describe. Because if you read the book, the concussed brain has a difficult time actually describing what it's experiencing. Everything from vestibular to ocular motor to anxiety, depression to short-term memory loss or difficulty recalling. But someone that cares for you, hey, are you doing okay?
Yeah.
And then not discounting their injury. It's almost like there's two traumas.
Yeah.
There's the head trauma, and then there's the discounting of the person's experience. And that's why giving a voice to that, letting people know that, hey, we hear you. We are here with you, and we will do whatever it takes to assist you in this process. And like we've said a million times, you've seen one concussion, you've seen one concussion.
Yeah.
All of them are so unique, but listening, having practitioners that listen and, hey, we see this. Let's a little here, a little there. Let's see if we can get your beautiful brain to once again realize the coherence, the rhythm from circadian to hormonal to emotional to speech cognition to balance or how your eyes function and getting that rhythm back. Because really that's what it is.
Yeah.
Is restoring that rhythm. All the rhythms, like this beautiful symphony, I like to call it, of the nervous system.
Yeah.
And I know I talk a lot, but the other thing is, what we're experiencing and learning is that we call it a concussed brain, but truly it's a concussed nervous system, the central nervous system, the brain, spinal cord potentially, as well as everything else that flows in and out from metabolics to the endocrine, the hormone system, musculoskeletal pain, chronic pain, headaches. Let's take a global look at these. The other thing that fascinates me is that there has been great lack of correlation, meaning, okay, injury, 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, 4 years, 5 years down the line, does this patient, they're experiencing all of this sort of, maybe it's chronic pain, chronic headaches, chronic migraines, but the correlation between those traumatic brain events rarely takes place. So awareness is what I would like to say.
Yeah.
Being aware early on, giving language to what a concussion is will assist in that process, because now you can do a proper medical history of someone when they're suffering from anxiety, depression, hormone imbalance, chronic pain, all of the plethora, the Pandora's box of possibilities.
Yeah.
Hey, is it possible that you're still in this disharmonic brain state?
Yeah.
Oh, and that's why loved ones are super important. Feedback from loved ones is everything.
Yeah.
Because they're experiencing this person from the outside. And the person is experiencing themselves from the inside, and it's difficult to even say what it is sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that making sense? You getting this?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No, I love
Yeah.
it. I was just thinking about like when you first told me about, like the correlation, like when people get anxiety or depression, they don't normally correlate it back to a concussion. It just goes over their head. So this book explains a little bit of
Yeah.
that more in depth. And
Because that was my experience. It's like there is that huge cascade of when the brain is injured, it eventually just gets fatigued, and we call it depression or anxiety or this heightened state of sympathetic fight or flight, or there's just this imbalance. And that's why I called it the journey of the injured brain, making the invisible injury visible.
yeah, I love
Let's
that.
put visibility on this injury and
Yes.
make a difference.
Absolutely. Yeah. And where can we find this? Where can
It's
we
on
get
Amazon. Concussed, it's on Amazon. We have copies here, but yeah, it's in so many ways. I feel like this book assisted me more than it may ever assist somebody else, because it was like this unfolding of like, oh, is this a possibility? Is this a possibility? What about how beautiful is neuroplasticity? How amazing is the endocrine system when it's when it's harmonic? How powerful is the musculoskeletal system when it's balanced and we reduce pain? On and on and on and on. And how beautiful when the brain can relax and anxiety begins to dissipate as opposed to be heightened, and that depressive fog that the brain's in begins to lift,
Yeah.
and literally is like seeing the light of day. I can see again.
Yes.
And I can think again. And okay, the pattern's still there, but I have neuroplastic freeways of information that I'm creating to have a different brain experience,
Yeah.
and therefore have a different life experience.
Yeah. This is exciting. Congratulations, too.
Yeah.
This is your first book.
Yes.
More to come.
Well, we'll see. I mean, yeah. I mean, I have. I'm just super interested in all things health related, and because we're, this book is also sponsored by the Concussion Recovery Foundation. Go to concussionrecoveryfoundation.org. We're part of that organization, and it's the intention there is to, again, raise awareness, listen, put light on the injuries early, and see if we can assist individuals before they drop into that what is going on with me thing.
Yeah.
And just assisting them in that way. So
Yeah. Yeah. We're here for the concussion.
yeah, you had a concussion.
patients. Yes,
before.
I did. Yes,
And
I did.
do you remember like some of the? I mean, you treated it here years ago.
Yeah, so it was 6 years ago, so it was a little bit ago, but I did have a ton of anxiety. And you're the one that told me, well, it's probably because you are concussed. And it made me feel so much like peace in just knowing that, because I didn't know.
It's like the brain is just in this hypersensitive state. It's an inflammatory process and we could go through all the pathways of that, but it's like man, I'm just overwhelmed.
Yes, overwhelmed, overstimulated.
And then the little things were like, I just can't take it.
Yeah.
And
then you shut down. So I wish I had this book then, but yeah, you guys can go on Amazon. We'll link it in our description. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. Take a peek at it. It's definitely a work in progress. It'll probably be updated as new information comes along, but I truly enjoyed the creative process of this. I always thought, I'm like, hey, I always wanted to play the piano or play the guitar. I bought guitars. I took piano lessons. I'm not much of a singer. I've attempted to paint. Looks like I'm a third grader. But I'm like, I like to write things. I like to create things. So that's why I enjoyed this so much.
Yeah, the outlet of it. Can people buy this in our clinics?
Yes, we have copies here at the clinics. You can come by. Okay. We can, it's Amazon. We have them, like I said, we have them here. So
yes.
And finally, this is truly a credit to our doctors, our practitioners, and it's written for the concussed patient as well as anybody and everybody that, I always say gravity works. Like there's a high possibility that in someone's lifetime, they're going to topple over. I had someone call me last week. She was up snowboarding and sure enough, concussion. So awareness is key.
Yeah.
Wisdom is comes from awareness, and my intention for this is to shed some light on the whole thing.
Yeah, they happen every day.
They happen. Gravity works.
Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love you. Thanks for tuning in to the Two Thumbs Up podcast. Dr. Todd here, and Lily, our executive producer. She's amazing. So we thank you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Doesn't feel